Good morning. This is the Board of Public Works and Safety of Kokomo, Indiana. Today is December the 20th. Our first order of business today is to approve the minutes from the December 13th meeting. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'm making a motion to approve the minutes from the December 13th meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. With no items for police or fire today, we'll move on to new business versus to consider transfers of funds in the wastewater treatment plant budget. This comes from Katie Trubar, Assistant Superintendent at the plant. And they have multiple transfers. The first is from 4042 to 4044, 11,544. 4042 to 3055, 4,370. 2034 to 3055, $830. 2034 to 3062, 1,500. 2034 to 3055, 600, and 2034 to 2027, 5,200. Can I get a motion on those, please?
I'm making a motion to approve the transfers.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider the 23 Pig 24 encumbrance listing. This comes from Sue Caven, our Deputy Controller. Presented for your approval is the 2023 Pig 2024 encumbrance listing. This represents capital equipment that has been ordered and will be delivered in 2024. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'm making a motion to approve the encumbrance listing.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider the 2024 wastewater utility and stormwater utility budgets. This also comes from T. Caven, our Deputy Controller. Presented for your approval is the 24 operating capital equipment and infrastructure budget and a bond amortization schedule for the Kokomo Municipal Wastewater Utility and Stormwater Utility. Can you get a motion on that, please?
I would make a motion to approve the 2024 operating capital equipment infrastructure budget.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider retainage release for State Road 931 Storm Sewer Extension at Boulevard Drive. This comes from Don Cree, our stormwater manager. This project is substantially complete with Yardberry Landscaping Excavating Company and the engineering department having previously met to develop a timeline for project closeout. The city currently has a total retainage withheld for the project in the amount of $179,718.15. A few minor repairs, such as touch-up seating, etc., remain, which will require a minimal amount to be retained in the amount of $29,718.15. Therefore, I recommend the portion of retainage to be for the project to be released to Yardberry Landscaping Excavating Company in the amount of $150,000. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I would make a motion to release the retainage on the State Road 931 project.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider pay estimate number 4 for the Sycamore Street sidewalk and curb replacement project. This comes from Darren Metz, our traffic systems manager. Attached is a quantity breakdown sheet. Pay estimate number 4. These documents reflect construction quantities agreed to by the contractor E&B Paving LLC and the engineering department. Pay estimate number 4 represents the construction quantities completed from November 18th of 23 through December 14th of 23. The total amount of pay estimate number 4 is $29,970 with no retainage being withheld. So a total request of $29,970. The original contract amount was $326,326. Contract modification number 1 results in an additional of $29,970 from the original contract, resulting in an adjusted contract amount of $356,296. Therefore, I recommend the Board of Public Works and Safety approve pay estimate number 4 in the amount of $29,970 to E&B Paving LLC. In addition, I recommend that the $16,316.30 currently held in escrow be released to E&B Paving LLC. Can I get a motion on those, please?
Make a motion to approve estimate number 4 and release the retainage in contract number E2302-1C.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider the purchase of new hanging baskets. This comes from Tori Rowe, our superintendent of the Parks Department. The Kokomo Parks and Recreation Department is looking to improve the beautification throughout the city with the largest emphasis being around hanging baskets. I have sought pricing from 3 contractors who deal with 23-inch labor-saver hanging baskets. Although the expense is substantial up front, the long-term savings from reduced watering and labor as well as reduced cost of plant purchases will more than offset the expense and provide a more vibrant and healthy hanging basket. The vendors are as follows: Waldo and Associates, $75,519.50. Liebrook Landscaping, $85,089, and Eckert Greenhouse, $95,450 plus shipping. I am asking the Board of Public Works and Safety to approve the quote from Waldo and Associates as the lowest responsive and responsible quote for the purchase of new hanging baskets. Can I get a motion on that, please?
Make a motion to approve the quote from Waldo and Associates.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider pay estimate number 6 for the Northeast Water Main Extension Project. Comes from John Pike, our Director of Engineering. Attached is pay estimate number 6 for the above referenced project submitted by the contractor, which has been reviewed and approved by the consulting engineer. The documents reflect actual quantities placed in the field or stored materials to date and agreed to by the contractor TSW Utility Solutions, Inc., the consulting engineer Donahue and Associates, Inc., and the engineering department. Pay estimate number 6 represents the construction quantities and stored materials completed from November 17th of 23 to November 13th of 23. The total amount of pay estimate number 6 is $331,786.17, less 5% percentage of $16,589.31, resulting in a total request of $315,196.86. The original contract amount was $2,807,326 and has been raised to $2,846,667 by change orders number 1 and number 2. Therefore, I recommend the board approve pay estimate number 6 in the amount of $315,196.86 to TSW Utility Solutions, Inc. Can I get a motion on that, please?
Make a motion to approve pay estimate number 6 on project number C2307-1A.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And last today is to consider pay estimate number 4 for Sparks Road construction. This also comes from John Pike, our Director of Engineering. Attached, it is pay estimate number 4 for the above referenced project submitted by the contractor, which has been reviewed and approved by the consulting engineer. These documents reflect actual quantities placed in the field and stored materials to date and agreed to by the contractor EMB Paving LLC, the consulting engineer Clark Dietz, Inc., and the engineering department. Pay estimate number 4 represents construction quantities and stored materials completed from November 19th of 23 to December 4th of 23. The total amount of pay estimate number 4 is $1,283,036.66, less 5% percentage of $64,151.83, resulting in a total request of $1,218,884.83. The original contract amount was $11,820,000. Therefore, I recommend the Board of Public Works and Safety approve pay estimate number 4 in the amount of $1,218,884.83 to EMB Paving LLC. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I make a motion to approve pay estimate number 4 on the Sparks Road construction project.
And I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have any correspondence today? We do not. All righty. Any items from the public? Hearing none. Items from the board? Nope. All right. Last today is to approve claims in the amount of $2,731,631.30.
I make a motion to approve the claims.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, and we are adjourned. Thank you.